This morning, we have a very revealing look at the war in Ukraine from an American volunteer who fought in it. Ukraine's army is preparing to try and recapture the key southern city of Kherson and fighting off Russian attacks in the northeast. Ukraine's president says Russian artillery strikes are, quote, driving people to their deaths. Holly Williams is in Kyiv, that's Ukraine's capital city, with more on the story. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning. We've been reporting on this war now for over 8 months, and it's extremely rare to get an unvarnished account of what it's like at the tip of the spear as Ukraine battles Russia's invasion. But that's exactly what we heard from an American who volunteered to fight with Ukrainian forces. And we should warn you that his interview contains some disturbing material.
You could hear shooting, but then you could also hear grunts and people like fighting to the death with their bare hands. It's a very unique sound when you hear that many death rattles.
He's from Tennessee, he told us, and came to fight in Ukraine because he was horrified by the Russian invasion. He wants to be known only by his call sign, Elvis.
The carnage you're describing sounds like something out of World War II.
Yeah. This is nothing like any conflict in the past 70 to 80 years. This war is not sustainable for either side.
On the front line in southern Ukraine, he says he repeatedly witnessed Russian forces using white phosphorus munitions.
It comes down extremely slow, but there's nothing you can do, and everything it touches just incinerates.
Including this incident.
Probably about 20 or 30 guys burning alive, and several gunshots, because there's nothing else they do. So a lot of guys have suicide pistols, and you'd hear them scream, and then they would say goodbye and then blow their own heads off.
So you actually heard 20 to 30 soldiers being burned alive by white phosphorus?
Yes, ma'am.
And some of them committing suicide with their own pistols?
Yes, ma'am.
Elvis, that must have been horrific.
It's war. At least that's what I tell myself.
He admits that he's traumatized and fears one of his former comrades could commit suicide because of what they went through together.
Do you still think this is a righteous war?
Yes, absolutely. We're fighting pure evil. Anybody in the West that asks Ukraine to just do peace talks, they need to go through these villages. They need to see what's been done to these people. If China invaded the U.S., hypothetically, leveled Los Angeles, leveled Seattle, Portland, massacred thousands, do you think the U.S. would just sue for peace? No.
Russia has previously denied using white phosphorus munitions in Ukraine. Elvis told us that if other Americans are thinking of volunteering with Ukraine's military, they should know that the odds are stacked against them and they'll be fighting for their lives. Nate.
Holly Williams, that was a powerful conversation, eye-opening and also heartbreaking. Thank you so much.